I don't know what I was expecting. But yeah, those are skulls. Look at the bones. Huh. And our HP. We could definitely stand to give one of these to Ica real quick. We've got all of our magics. Yeah, alright. Well, you're a hell of an abomination now, aren't you? Did I just get into a random encounter on the way to the boss? Or is this just the boss? Okay. Okay. I was actually about to be a little upset if I got into a random encounter like 3 steps away from a boss fight. Okay. Bleegok. Yeah, that's a term. All right. What should I do exactly? All right. It's quite powerful and uses very little spirits. Summons an icicle at the foot of a single enemy and impales it, causing great damage. Well, let's try that. No reason to not try and use our magics, you know. Magics. No, no. Lovely. Yeah, let's give that a try. Let's just see what they do, you know? And we'll give them the old standard big robot punch. Lovely. Here we go. Not bad damage. Also, I just noticed the various bones blorking and glooshing around in its horrifying body. Oh, that was pretty good damage. So was that. Okay, depending on what it could... Frost breath. That seemed less like frost breath and more like vomiting up a bunch of skulls. And awesome, cool. That honestly was not anticipating that hitting every member of the team. Mildly annoying. That. Let's see. So, is it possible that, you know, fire elements will do a bit more damage? That very much seemed like it might not have worked the way that I wished it did. All right, let's try again. That seems to be a pretty good use. All right, if that's gonna be how you spend your turns, don't see any complaints from me. Nobody is in desperate need of healing, so we won't. Instead, we'll do this. I find it interesting that it's got like 5 skulls and a really, really big, like, cartoonish bone inside there. Still would have preferred not having to see any of it, though. It's quite disgusting. Quite disgusting indeed. Ow. Rude. Critical hit. Ow. Bupkis. All right, well. And poisoned. Cool. Thanks for that, universe. Well, we'll have Ica do the cure crystal on that one because her attack does the least amount of damage in the end, so good idea to do that. Luckily, it didn't do a counterattack because Vice is actually very close to that wiggle room of needing to be healed. There we go. No more poison. I appreciate that it's one item to cure just about any status ailment, instead of needing like a bunch of specific ones. Poisonous bile? That's just projectile vomiting. Ah, cool. That hit everybody. Did everybody get poisoned too? Yes, as a matter of fact, they did, just in case you were wondering if things were not going to go absolutely terribly. Okay. So, definitely going to need to work a little bit on this. All right. Curia crystals for everybody. And you've gained the ability to use healing magic, so now's the time to do it. And we'll just hope that on this particular turn, it doesn't use a really super powerful move that hits Ica. That would be preferred.
Let's try this.
Just stay alive, Ica. Wait, what? Why did I, for some reason, have that happen? Okay, well, that was dumb of me. That was lucky. I could have sworn that I had them use the items on themselves. All right, well, that's on me. My bad. Sorry. All right, take care of that. And then take care of that for realsies. Definitely that. I guess my brain was on autopilot or something. Nah, it's an excuse and it is an excuse, and definitely not one that I want to stick with. But it is an explanation. Okay, there we go. Now no more poison for Ica. Don't need to worry about Drachma. Dude's a tank. He's got enough health to last a couple more turns. This way, Vice can still do big time damage. And this monster is only about halfway dead. That's kind of an issue. That's lucky.
This should work.
There we go. Heal her up. Heal her up. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Still poisoned on Drachma, but I feel like it's a much better investment of our time and energy to just keep on using strong attacks. That seems like a good idea, and we don't have enough to do any of the thing. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, then just slap them around a bit. Whatever works! Makes sense that a gigantic gelatinous blob of horrors and awfulness would, you know, be so absurdly doable. I don't like it, but it makes sense. Yet you would counterattack on that one, wouldn't you? And then attack her immediately afterwards, and then ironically get counterattacked back. Interesting exchange that was. Alright. It just doesn't do enough damage to Drachma for me to really feel like it's a worthwhile thing to bother with. Much rather just keep Ica truck-a-luckin'. Yeah, he's fine for the foreseeable. Critical, thank you! Any and all extra damage is appreciated.
Let's try this.
Da-ta! Alright, and then backhand the blobfish! Ow, of course. Oh, I am not okay with what's about to happen here. Why must a monster vomit so profusely? Is that seriously a 100% odds on being able to inflict poison? That just seems unnecessary. It already does so much damage. Alright, then fine. Curia Crystal, use that on yourself. Curia Crystal, use that on... Oh, okay. I saw the thing circling around Ica, and I must have thought that was... Yeah, okay. And then... Well... I don't know. Use the Crystal Oxy box. No, we should definitely instead focus on healing instead. That's way better. Well, Vice is the one doing a good chunk of damage here. So we'll stick with keeping him a ticking. I'd prefer if none of our characters got taken out of the fight entirely, but I'd like to keep Vice around.
Let's try this.
He's kind of the halfway mark between Ica and Drachma's damage outputs here. It's consistent is what it is. Plus, I don't actually know if Vice getting knocked out would instantly end the game or not. That is feasibly a thing that could happen. It wouldn't make any sense, but it wouldn't be the first RPG to do so. Frost Breath, oh boy. Nobody die from this. Nobody die from this. Nobody die from this. Nobody died from this. And thank goodness for that. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Cutlass Fury again, is what we're gonna do. And then we're going to actually use this. That's right, Drachma, you finally get to be healed. And you will just continue to backhand the blobfish. And I will just assume that Ica won't die on the next turn. I used a bunch of really powerful moves back to back, so it's due for a turn of just doing a simple, you know, thwack attack. So she, in theory, should be okay. That's the hope, anyway. Backhand the fish. Okay. That could have gone a whole lot worse. I'm just really annoyed at how frequently the enemies, for some reason, so much... They're always going for Ica. I don't appreciate it. All right, then. Don't have enough of that, so we have no choice but to use an item. Just use the Sacred Crystal. Just do that. Slap the blobfish. After these next 2 attacks, if not dead, it should be really close to dead. I've done so many super moves on you! Okay, it might go down to Drachma's hit. Well, we're about to find out. This is just an insurance policy in the case that, you know, that don't work out so good. And slap attack. All right, then. You know, I feel considerably less bad about killing this thing than the other one that we thought. The other thing could have conceivably been a domesticated creature. That was just a horrifying abomination. Yeah, no, I'm totally okay with that thing being dead. And Ica levels up. Yes. And some good bonuses there, and a Vidal Seed. No idea what that is. All right, then. Do you think I should save again before I go forward? I feel like I probably should. That seems like a really safe and good idea. I've decided that that's what I'm gonna do. That's a good call. Good call, me. We'll just save once again to be on the safe side. Save to be safe. That's just solid reasoning right there. And there you go. All right. Now, no matter what happens, we won't ever have to fight that thing again. Unless the recording goes bad and I have to replay this section of the game again, in which case I will, but usually there are signs of trouble before something like that is immediately obvious. I have all this stuff on the side on the monitor next to me, and it looks like everything's going fine. Looks like this ladder leads straight up into the Coliseum. Well, hang on. I mean, it's telling me to make preparations, so let's just. I mean, I've got enough to spare for it, so yeah, there we go. Now, whatever happens, we're in pretty good hands. We still got some healing items left. We got enough MP. Oh boy. That sure is a cheering crowd for some reason. And now we present the executions of the notorious air pirate Dine and his treacherous band of blue rogues. Their crimes include attacking Imperial airships and stealing precious cargo. The price of stealing from Vala is high, and Dine and his pitiful band will pay with their heads. Question is, did they have a plan to get out of this themselves, or are we really going to be saving the day? Because that'd be pretty awesome if we were. That's what I would prefer. Looks like he gave up after all. I knew it. Huh? You fool! Behold! 'Tis I! Crackala! Vice! 'Tis I! Alright, run for the opening of the floor! Leg it like you never lugged it before! Run, 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 run! Hi, everyone! I missed you guys! We're here to rescue you! Come on, let's go! Seriously, run like hell! Well, how very bold of you. You have deprived the audience from witnessing the deaths of a notorious band of air pirates. Now they will witness your execution. I don't know why you're all upset. The audience already got to watch us free our friends and trash your guards. Now they get to watch us beat the snot out of you. What more could they want? By the way, the name's Vice. Notorious. Put that on a wanted poster. So, consecutive boss fights. I was not ready for that. Okay. Wow. Extra glad that I decided to actually heal myself up. This could definitely be a bit of a thing. A spell warden. I don't know much about that, but that sounds like something I definitely don't want around. Oh, thank goodness, it doesn't have that much HP. Either that means we'll be able to kill them and this fight won't be too terribly difficult, or he'll be able to resummon them as many times as he wants, which would be a problem. Oh boy. Here goes this. Ah, delightful, a buff. Well, you know what? 2 people can play at that particular game. Ow! Okay. Counterattack! Nice! Alright then, just hang on a second. Here's what we'll do. Definitely gonna focus on taking care of that, but we know that, yeah, boost attack and defense by 25%. We'll give that to Drachma. Dude hits hard. Makes sense. Question is, how long does that effect last for?
Moves, give me strength.
I guess we might find out soon enough. Either way, bada boom. That is a helpful thing to have. Okay, Drachma, I am really gonna need you to not. Oh, that looks potentially painful. Okay, so, well, the good news is Vice being incapacitated doesn't mean that the game ends. The bad news is literally every other aspect of this entire encounter. There has to be a way to potentially bring them back, right? Drachma! Could you not? Okay, this is an issue. I mean, as I'd been playing up to this point, though, it doesn't seem like there was any revival items. And he's busting out this thing again. Alright, and that just might straight up be the end of us. And it is. Is it safe to assume that we're not supposed to lose that? Would you like to try again? Well, yes, obviously. Okay, okay. Well, I like that the game gives you the ability to immediately jump back into a fight after you've lost. But that is not good at all for us. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, if we could get just an eensy-beensy little tiny bit more lucky, it'd be pretty swell if we could take out the spell guys before they get a chance to boost the Executioner. It seems to... I'm not sure if it'll completely keep us from dying, but if we could survive a tackle, we can at least heal from it, you know? So that would obviously be preferred, and now we've got a Sonic Wave. Alright, 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 alright. Let's not even take chances, you know? Let's absolutely, definitely take care of the Spell Warden before they even get the chance to be a problem. Yeah, no reason to not go all out, you know? Especially after that noise, my goodness. That got hit way harder than I was prepared for. Okay, there we go. Maybe overkill, but I feel pretty good about it. Alright then. See, as long as he's pulling crap like that, that's not that big a deal. He doesn't even seem to have that much HP. Dude's just got a really powerful super move available to him. Okay, okay, okay. We'll just keep on keeping on what we're doing. And in fact, actually, let's boost Vice and hope that he doesn't die during this turn. So that next turn, we can use, you know, Cutlass Fury with all of the boosts. That would be pretty good. There we go. Just give him a firm slap in the back of the hand. Sonic Wave again. All right. Annoying. Wish you didn't. Wish you didn't. Okay, okay. Not great, but that's not enough. That's not enough. Okay. Then... item, Sakura Crystal. Vice is taking a little bit of extra damage. I feel like Aika's not taking as much because she's further away. Good benefits, good benefits. Oh, a crit! That's a great thing to have! Thank you! That's a great time for it. And then, backhand of the North Star. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Electress. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, but it looks like that only hit Vice. I'm jinxing it, and I know I'm jinxing it by saying this, but what was with that first attempt at this fight? It went so horribly. And this time it's actually going significantly better. I jinxed it. All right, well, let's just keep on doing what we're doing. Whatever was gonna happen was going to happen. Ooh, Ooh, okay, if Drachma could just land a hit, we might just straight up win. And I believe we did? We did. Okay. Does that guy only use that absurdly powerful tackle move if he gets boosted? Because holy hell, that... Okay, all right. We won that time. I'm confused, but it is what it is. I should have switched someone over to green. All right, well, whatever. People got a show. Everybody's good. I don't really know if mugging to the crowd right now is the greatest of ideas, when we should really be fleeing. Oh, okay, there we go. Do both. Do both. Doing both is a good plan. I like that. And I guess now we run. Alrighty. That was a really interesting and bizarre encounter, if I'm being honest. I guess it's possible that we just got absurdly lucky, and the enemy just decided to never use that one move that was incredibly powerful that time. Or maybe it really was just as simple as getting rid of those spell guys first. Who knows? Yep, either way, we won that time. And what are you doing down here? Hey, you really did it. You rescued your friends. Can't believe it. You really are something. Marco, what are you doing here? I told you before, right? I live here. I know everything about these sewers. This wall was built with a secret door. I took your friends into the secret room just behind me. Well, that's incredibly lucky. Thank you for that. So, saved your lives. Hopefully we get some kudos for that. Ooh, free stuff. Magic droplets. Haven't had to use any of those so far. All right, let's talk to everybody before we talk to Dine. You never cease to amaze me. I never would have thought I'd see you here. But I'm glad you showed up. We all owe you one. Cool, that means we didn't interrupt an already in-plan thing for surviving. There are no signs of anyone following us, but it's probably just a matter of time before they find this place too. Now we just have to try and figure a way to get out of Vala. Easier said than done, I suppose, but we made it this far at least. It's further than you probably shoulda. When they were moving us, they put us on some sort of rail car. Never seen anything like that before in my whole life, and I've been on a flying boat. They got these metal boxes all lined up, one after the other, like some big, long bug. It's one strange way to get places. All right, hang on. I can't believe you actually did it, Vice. You showed those Valens a thing or two. You were great. Yes, we were. But please give credit to Ica, too. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had so much fun. How often do we get to pound on Valens in their own country? Not often, I would imagine. All right, we managed to get out of the Colosseum, but now what? Still have to get out of Vala, and that's no easy task by any measure. Yeah, but still. Progress, people. It's a moral victory. Are you proud, Dad? You're a little late, Vice. If you were any later, I'd be a whole head shorter right now. I guess I always knew you were tough, but breaking into a public execution and freeing all of us? Now I think you're crazy, too. Yeah, well, it worked. What can I say? I'm not ready to take over as head of the Dine family just yet. So how do we leave? We don't even have a... I mean, I guess we do have a boat, but I don't know if it can carry all of us. Wait a minute. Where's Fina? Fina? When they captured us from Pirate Isle, they took her somewhere else. I never heard some soldiers talking about her. Sounded like she was taken to the Fallen Imperial Palace. What? How was she taken to the palace? It appears that the Empress herself wanted to meet Fina. I've got a feeling that there's more to that girl than meets the eye. Didn't I already make a Transformers joke? She knows something important enough to have Vala after her. Fina. Vice, what are you gonna do? Well, we obviously have to save her. That's my choice. Of course we have to go save Fina. The guards are scattered. The whole island is in chaos. It'll be dangerous, but it looks like now's our best chance to strike. Here, take this with you, Vice. It's a little early to be giving this to you, but considering the circumstances, I'll make an exception. Wow, it's your yellow moonstone. Thanks, Dad. If you use it with your weapons, they'll take on the property of lightning. I believe that might be every possible color. I'll take all the air pirates back to the Little Jack. We'll be waiting for you. Oh, cool, so we're doing it just me and Ica, huh? All right. You're a pain in the ass, old man, but by God, your backhand be strong. You need to be at the Little Jack when they open the gates. I know. When the gates open, it's our only chance to escape. First, you'll want to go to Upper City. You might be able to sneak aboard a rail car that's on its way to the palace. I see. Upper City, huh? Marco, how do I get to Upper City from here? If you go down that tunnel over there, you'll reach Upper City. But there are tons of guards in Upper City. You shouldn't go, it's too dangerous. Yeah, well, made my choice. I'm ready for anything, Marco. In the midst of the storm, I can see the one path that'll get us out of Vala, and I've got to try. Let's go, Ica. Gotta save Fina. Heckin' ha! And he's gone. But we got the Yellow Moonstone, so that's pretty neat. Electric spells. Oh boy, indeed, indeed, indeed. Alright. Okay. I'm sure everything is gonna be okay. I say, unconvinced of my own ambitions. All right, well, I mean, first things first, let's switch over to green and yellow. See if we can, yep. Kind of annoying that you could only go one way. Luckily, this is actually a bunch of monsters that's not that hard to get rid of. So actually, yeah, let's go double yellow on that one. Actually, no, stick with green, stick with green. We're really close, she's really close to getting a new one. And we can't use Alpha Storm because we don't have, because Draco's not here anymore. That's annoying. All right then, well, can still take out 2 of them before they can hit us. So, fine by me. And if we're lucky, counter hits, but I doubt it. Yeah, they be using magic. They do be using magics. Luckily, they don't hit that hard, so not too terribly big of a problem. Still a little annoying. I'll be perfectly legit. And come on, come on. Let me slappeth up my foes. Let me do what needs to be done. Which is violence, I guess. Of course. Once again, with pizzazz, with panache, in fact, you might even say. There we go.
We won!
Dang straight we did. I appreciate the fact that even during fights where it's very clear and obvious that we're going to end up being victorious, she's still extraordinarily excited about it. I like that. And new magic gained. Thank you very much. I think she's the first person to get that one. I'll have to check in the next fight. I'm sure I'll end up getting into it before I can leave wherever this place is. Oh yeah, especially if this is a thing that's happening. Yep. Gross, 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 gross. They just couldn't resist. Had to give me another one of these. Hey, oh, okay. Well, that's not super duper duper bad. All right, well, let's go to magic and use Pyre. And we won't be able to use it, but I'd like to see restores 1,000 HP, can also be used outside of battle. All right. At some point when a character gets knocked out, I should see if healing them will get them back on their feet. I doubt it will, but it sure would be nice. Also, that's the nasty-ass pile of barf that killed her in that one move. All right. Did that take care of the barf? It did! All right. That was a very good use of magic. And it was a free turn anyway, so win-win, win-win-win, win-win. All right, now, slap attack with a sword. So getting slapped with a sword, it's not really much of a slap anymore at that point, now is it? Critical hit. Nice. That cut this whole thing in half real quick. Absolutely love it. I love it. All right, just give me all the stuff. All right, slowly work our way towards getting some electrical magics. That'd be pretty neat. All right. Try as hard as I possibly can to try and not get my hands to touch any of that gross-ass water. And remember to burn these boots. For the love of all that is holy, burn the boots and never look back. Never, ever, ever look back. Always under attack from various demons. Okay, well, it's just a very large pile of these guys. Actually, hang on. This should totally work.
Here goes.
All right, well, unnecessary, but you know what? It's not bad. Okay, well, It would have been a lot more impressive to kill all of the enemies in one fell swoop, but I guess Vice was feeling lazy today? Okay, thank you. Not sure what the delay on that was. What determines when attacks happen? Sometimes it seems like we're faster, but then other times we're just not. And sometimes it feels like turn order is almost entirely random. I fully believe that there is a system in place here. I'm just not immediately aware of it. I got a whole bunch of these dang Crystallexicalian boxes. So that's pretty swell. That's pretty swell. Hey, it's me, Marco. Wait, Vice. Was it? What you want? What you want, you crazy person? Marco, you followed us? What's wrong? Vice, don't go, please. My mother and father were both killed by Valen soldiers while they were trying to escape from the city. There's no way out. Trying to get through the Grand Fortress? It's impossible. No one has ever escaped from Vala. You're gonna die this time. I just know it. Your parents. I'm sorry to hear that, Marco. But I have to go. I don't have a choice. And every time I hear the word impossible, it makes me want to prove everyone wrong. A long time ago, a handful of sailors took a small boat out into uncharted skies. They had no idea what they would find. Monsters, a maelstrom, the end of the world. It was because of these sailors challenged the unknown that new lands were discovered. If we challenge ourselves and never give up, our own horizons will broaden, in our hearts and in our minds. I need to push myself every day. I have to know what I can accomplish. I never give up, and so far, nothing has ever stopped me. But Vice, don't worry about me. I believe that we'll make it out. I will find a way. That's what's keeping me going. I'm going to prove that it's not impossible to escape. Impossible is just a word to let people feel good about themselves when they quit. Vice, do you think I could ever be a sailor? If I could ever sail the skies? Uh-huh. Of course. You've got what it takes. I'll be waiting for you out there. Thank you. Only mildly ruining the moment by making a noise that sounded very much like a duck. That sounded very much like a wah. Not a shuba shuba shuba, but, you know, still a duck. Alright, so how exactly are we supposed to do anything about this? Lord Glycian brings good news, Your Majesty. Indeed I do, Your Highness. I'm sure you will be pleased. As you have requested, my forces have captured a Sylvite. Wow, you look actually as evil as an evil empress could look. Ah, excellent work, Glycian. You've yet to fail me. So this is what a Sylvite looks like. Such a beautiful girl. Her clothes are interesting. A nice specimen. The fact that you refer to her as a specimen is certainly not a good sign. Today, we have taken another step closer to our main objective. Soon, the Valan Empire shall rule the world. Just in case there was any kind of ambiguity about the nefariousness of these particular people. No, world domination is definitely their goal. Never a good look. You seem sad, young one. Why do you not rejoice with us? You shall witness our finest hour. You have the knowledge that we seek. You can assist us. All who oppose us shall fall. Their islands will be reduced to ash and dust. Anyone who stands in our way will be destroyed. And you, young one, shall help us. I don't know much about Fina, but I really feel like she's not going to do that. Mother, ruling the world by force is not something that I'm sure I approve of. An empire that does not listen to the plight of its people is destined to fall. Enrique, you still have much to learn. You cannot walk the path of an emperor and concern yourself with the petty worries of the people. Honestly, historically, he has a very firm and good point there. But Mother, now, Enrique, I'm building an empire for you. Since you shall inherit the throne when I pass on, you should pay more attention. Be a horrible monster. It's the only way. It's never gone badly for anyone. Well then, young lady, I know that there are 6 moon crystals and that they have been scattered all over the world. I also know that he who controls the moon crystals controls weapons of mass destruction. I believe your people refer to them as Gygus. When the Gygus are ours, we shall rule the world. Now, young lady, you will tell me where to find the moon crystals. Yeah, no fat chance of that. I will die before I tell you. What did you say? You do not understand how powerful the Gygus really are. The Gygus were great weapons of destruction built by the old world. They're more powerful than you can imagine. And that is precisely why Vala must obtain these weapons. Since we are the most powerful empire, we should have full control over them. And once we have them, we shall rule the world. Yeah, because empires have never historically fallen. Ever. No. Humans must never control the moon crystals and the Gyguses ever again. Power-hungry dictators like you are the reason humans must never control them. You dare insult me? The Empress of the Great Valan Empire in my own palace? Yeah, I mean, it's almost like you kidnapped her and are now, like, you know, extorting her for information. Yeah, no, she should totally, definitely be helping you. Kill her! Kill her! Kill the little wench! Off with her head! I don't care about the information anymore, apparently. Mother, think about what you're saying. You can't kill her. She's done nothing wrong. Are you saying that this girl is innocent, Enrique? Even after she insulted me so? Yeah, well, you kidnapped her. Kill her! Kill her now! You're not a very good leader if that's basically... Like, even I could go, like... She has information. Why would you kill her? Apparently, getting somebody of this particular group of people is incredibly difficult. Please, you must believe me. The power of the Gygus is not to be underestimated. Silence, wench! You shall pay for your insolence. $3.50. Oh, okay, that was unfortunate. I was gonna say $3.50. That's a lot more messed up. Lord Glacian, I bring urgent news. Someone has broken into the Coliseum and freed the Blue Rogues. What? I am on my way. Take the girl to the ship and bring her to the Grand Fortress immediately. Yes, Lord Galician. Well, we might be able to cut them off before they can move her. Your Majesty, I request permission to deploy the Armada. I will take the girl with me, and she will guide me to the moon crystals. Very well, then. I no longer want her to be dead, I guess. Use the power of the Armada and bring the crystals to me. Of course, Your Majesty. However, I have but one humble request. I would like to request that a new addition be made to our highest-ranking officers. I'd like to recommend my Vice Captain, Ramirez, for the position. Well, that is apparently not good. Do as you wish. In return, I want you to give me your word that you will bring me those crystals and definitely not take them for your own means.
Your Majesty.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not going to betray you. You heard the Admiral. Get up. Ugh. You seriously suck. Ramirez? Apparently, that is a name of which she knows. That could mean a lot of things. And we are still in the sewers. All right. Kind of thought we would ended that cutscene at the top of this here ladder. And we are most assuredly at the upper city. Oh boy. This is Vala's upper city. Only those of wealthy stature or born of noble blood live here, of course. It's a much harder life here in upper city than you'd think. There's so many plays, so many parties. I'm a very busy person. Yeah, it does not really paint this place as very good when you're the first person that I ended up talking to. The bathtub in my house is made out of gold, you know. Pure gold, of course. But something is still missing. I know. I'll have my toilet made out of pure silver. All right, cool. Is there even the tiniest chance of any of you not being terrible? My mama told me that people in Lower City rarely get to eat white bread. But that's stupid. If they can't eat bread, why don't they just eat cake? Fantastic. Yeah. Are you a nobleman? You'll have to excuse me, but which family are you from? I come from a poor but noble family, from the Dine family. Let's just say I'm a relative of Admiral Alfonso. I'm a relative of Admiral Alfonso of the Imperial Armada. What? I'm very sorry for my insolence. I did not realize you were of such import. Now that you mention it, you do have very noble and elegant features. Splendid! Alright, lied my way out of that one pretty decently. I dare say that I shall take myself a bit of a rest on this here bench, and in the next part, somehow, someway, we're going to save Fina. Hell if I know how, but we'll figure something out. See you all then.